we're learning that actor Allu Arjun was spotted with his wife Sneha at a famous cafe Nilofer in high-tech city in Hyderabad last night. Public who were having, in fact, they were having a tea at the cafe, and there was a public which gathered there in huge number to have a glimpse of the actor. Now, we're learning that later Allu Arjun left while being guarded by the security guards. Allu Arjun, after reaching the car, waved his hand at the fans and left from the spot. So we're learning that he, along with his wife, were mobbed by the crowd. And this comes, in fact, days after. Remember, another actress, Nidhi Agarwal, was also mobbed by a crowd following the launch of her song. And that also happened in Hyderabad. And a case was also registered as far as that incident is concerned. For more on this, let me go across to my colleague Samantha, who's been tracking all the details. Samantha, take us through what really happened there. We're learning that actor Allu Arjun and his wife were at this famous cafe in Hyderabad and they were mobbed by the crowd there.
Well, it's not exactly a mob, but a little discomfort was seen there. Allu Arjun, along with his wife, was spotted at the famous Nilofer Cafe yesterday, and this is actually located in the high-tech city of the Hyderabad city. So basically, it's a very famous cafe, and normally hundreds of people normally can be seen there having tea, and also even their famous famous items which is actually famous for that cafe is famous for. So basically, yesterday, Allu Arjun and his wife reached there, and a little discomfort was seen there because huge fans gathered there to have a glimpse at the actor. And he was seen immediately after that, leaving from that cafe, being guarded by the security guards. And he reached to his car, and then he managed. First of all, he asked his wife to, get into the car, and then he waved the hands, and then he left. And recently, when it comes to the Nidhi Agarwal's incident, that was clearly a mobbed incident because she was seen very uncomfortable while reaching to her car, and she was there for a in a mall. She was there for a song release of the Raja Saab movie. So she was mobbed by the police, mobbed by the fans, and later a case was registered by the police, and finally investigation has been taken up, but she refused to lodge any complaint, but police taken it as an suo motu and took up the investigation. And after that we saw Samantha, for the Samantha, huge fans gathered, and now for Allu Arjun, huge fans gathered, and frenzy-like situation was seen there at the Nilofer Cafe.
Absolutely. In fact, just a few days back, on December 18th is what we're learning. Another actress, Nidhi Agarwal, she was also mobbed by the crowd there in Hyderabad when she was there to promote one of her songs. And after that, a case was also registered. Let's now show our viewers the visuals that have come in as far as Allu Arjun is concerned. As we can see on the screen, the actor and his wife could be seen visibly very uncomfortable. And we're learning that the mob, in fact, they were mobbed by the crowd there. All right, let me once again bring in my colleague Samantha. In fact, similar incident happened on December 18th when, in fact, Nidhi Agarwal, another actress, she was there and she was mobbed by the crowd. So what is happening there in Hyderabad? What action has police taken so far as far as these cases are concerned?
Well, Akanksha, see, when it comes to actor Allu Arjun's incident, it's just nothing but, fans went crazy to see him, and frenzy-like situation was seen, and, nothing wrong happened there. Little discomfort to actor Allu Arjun and also his wife. And when it comes to the Samantha's incident, even that incident was little bit discomfort to her because huge fans gathered. And however, fans were invited to that event in huge number. And then they gathered there that she was the chief guest to one of the sari houses which was being inaugurated. So before Samantha's incident was Nidhi Agarwal's incident, that was actually, misbehaving happened with her, and even she was, seen, in very uncomfortable situation, trying to protect her clothes and reach the car.
Okay.
So she was in very bad shape at that time. We can say very discomfortable. We can see we saw in the visuals. She was, and finally she was guarded to the car, and huge fans
Absolutely.
gathered.
Earlier it was Nidhi Agarwal, then Samantha, Prabhu, and now in the visuals we can see Allu Arjun and his wife, and we're learning that they were also mobbed by the crowd there. Thanks so much, Samantha, for getting us all those details.